Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to configure a device template and push that configuration template to a selected vEdge router. So in our topology I'm going to push the config to vEdge 2 in this lab. So this is my vEdge 2 configuration. So before we push the template we should have some basic configuration in it, like the system IP, site ID, organization name, vbond, and we need the VPN 0 interface IPs and a static route towards your gateway. And like how we did for the previous onboarding, we have to install the root certificate and we have to activate this particular vEdge cloud routing instance to the available chassis number and the token number, so that it will get authenticated to vBond and the vManage. So this is the minimum configuration required to get onboarded. And once we create a template, we can see the device host name is getting changed and VPN 10 also getting attached, and any other configuration that we are pushing in template, that also will get pushed to this router. So in my vManage, I'm going to configuration, templates. So when I go to configuration templates, I can see device and feature. Usually we create feature templates, and we select for which type of platform that you're going to use. You can see the list of feature templates that we can create. Since we're doing it for the first time, I always go to the device template and create the template and select the feature template, and we have to select the vEdge cloud. That is the model we have. I'm directly going to the device template because here you can see the list of feature templates that are mandatory. If you're doing for the first time, you can directly go to the device template and you can start creating the feature template inside that. So to create the device template, the path will be configuration templates. It's already selected as device template. You have a CLI template and a feature template. We are doing feature template in this lab, so I'm clicking feature template. Then we have to select the device model. This is a list of supported model. Since it's a lab virtual environment, we are selecting vEdge cloud. Then you have to name the template. Basically the template name is based on type of site. In my lab I have only one WAN interface vEdge router, so I'm just giving one -WAN template just for identification. I'm putting that in the template also. So first is the system template. So there is a factory default template. I'm going to change it. I'm going to create a system template. So this also I name like one-WAN system. So you can see the symbol, a small router symbol is given here because this is device specific site ID. So when you click the drop down, you can see a global parameter and a device specific parameter. I'm not selected anything by default. The site ID comes under device specific, and system IP also unique to a particular device, so it is already selected as unique. Host name also, system host name is a device specific, and I'm going to choose a baud rate of 115200, and I'm not giving any location details. Not I'm keeping all the set as default. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to save this. So now this is a feature template which I just got created, that is getting attached to your device template. You can see one-WAN system. Now logging, I'm just keeping as default logging, whatever logging option is there, and I'm not touching the AAA also. I'm just leaving the default. And BFD, I'm going to create a feature template for BFD. You can just click on create template, just naming it one-BFD template. So I'm leaving the default value multiplier 6 polling interval. I can add a color. You can choose like a business internet. and the rest of the things I'm keeping as it is, and then add, then save. So now my BFD is done, and OMP, I'm going to create a new OMP template, giving one hyphen template. I'm leaving these things as it is, as advertise. So by default, you can see static and connected is getting advertised. So I'm not changing anything, I'm going to leave as it is. Okay, so security, I'm not touching anything, I'm leaving as it is. So now we are the in transport and management VPN part. So VPN 0, we need to create a template for VPN 0, and we need to create another template for VPN interface. So I'm going to create a new template for VPN 0. So I'm going to name it one hyphen VPN 0 hyphen template. So you can see it's already selected global VPN 0. This is for VPN 0. I'm not giving any name. I'm leaving them as it is. I'm not making anything change for this. So you can see by default OMP advertisement is off on VPN 0. We are not going to advertise anything in VPN 0, and I'm not adding any network. We have to add an IP route. We have to add a default route towards your gateway. So that we need to add here. So this is nothing but what we did in CLI, as a default static route. So I'm giving a default route, and gateway is nest hop. Nest hop I'm adding. So nest hop is going to be not global, device specific. So I'm selecting a particular device and give the VPN number here, so that you can identify for which VPN you are adding the nest hop IP address. That is important. If you simply give VPN, you cannot recognize for which VPN you are doing this. VPN 0 nest hop IP address. Then add. And rest everything I'm keeping as it is. Save. Now you can see the VPN 0 and is added, and now we are going for VPN interface. So it's already added, so I'm going to directly create the template. So this is a VPN interface template. So it says shutdown, yes. I'm giving no for global. For all the wherever we are going to apply, it will automatically shut this. And then interface in my lab, I'm going to use all the interface as gigi 0/0. I'm giving 0/0 globally. Otherwise you can do for device specific also. And the IP address in the lab we are giving statically, so again it will be device specific. And this is for VPN 0. Specify the name so that we will remember for which VPN interface we are configuring the IP address. So this is for VPN 0 interface IP address. Then tunnel showing is off. This tunnel interface we have to globally keep it on. So color is again in my lab I'm going to use BIS internet. Only one interface I have. Then control connections, rest everything I'm keeping as it is. Allow services. So like we did allow all services, I'm going to globally give allow all services. That's what we did in CLI also. And the net config also I'm globally enabling on. Same thing what we did in the CLI. And other than that, globally I'm giving the duplex full here. Rest everything I'm just keeping as it is. I'm going to save the template. Something we have not filled in, I think. One moment. Okay, I'm not giving the description. So now VPN 0 interface, VPN template and interface template both completed. Now we have to do the same for management VPN 512. I'm going to create a new one. So I have done the configuration to save the time in the video. So this is the device template, and the globally for this particular VPN is a 512 that I manually entered. And again, we are not going to do any OMP replacement in the management VPN. And I have a default gateway towards my management IP, and rest everything is same. I'm going to save it. So now we have done the VPN 512 VPN template. I am going to add an interface to that. So it's going to be a new template. So for VPN 502, the interface template I have configured. Interface name globally is going to be ETH0 in vEdges. So I've given ETH0. IP address statically for VPN 512 I given. We have to configure that statically. The rest everything is same like how we created for VPN 0. Save it. Now we have done VPN 0 and VPN 512 transport and management VPN is over. Now we have service VPN, which we are not done in the CLI, so we are going to configure. In my setup I have only one interface, so just enter. It will create a VPN entry for that, then create a template. So I have completed configuring the service VPN VPN 10 template. So we have given the VPN number 10 globally for all device where you're going to attach, and I have configured the OMP preference here, because these are the routes which will be advertised as a OMP routes. For IPv4, by default, static and connectivity is enabled. I have enabled for BGP, OSPF also, EHB also. Maybe in the future, if you are using it, will get added. And IPv6, I kept everything completely off. We are not going to use IPv6 in the lab, only IPv4. And I'm not adding any network and IP route because this is a very simple setup. The later on we can add if we required. So now VPN 10 template is completed. Interface we have to add. Click on VPN interface. You can see it is getting added. I'm going to create a new one for VPN 10. So the VPN 10 interface template is completed. I given the name like this, and shutdown no, and interface name globally I'm going to use 0/1, and interface IP address I'm going to configure statically. That we have to give device specific VPN 10 interface IP address, you can see. And I'm not configuring anything else. VRRP we'll see in other labs. Rest everything I'm going to keep it as it is. The duplex I given full, and that's it. So now VPN 10 interface template is also completed, and these are some additional features. We are not going to do it now, and I'm going to click on create. So our device template is created now, and you can see there are totally 12 feature templates that we have used in this. If you want to see whatever we created, you can see these are the list of feature templates that we created, and one for OMP, one for BFD, one for VPN 0, VPN 0 interface. These are the templates that we are going to. You can see how many device templates this feature templates has been called. Right now it is showing only one. If you are calling this feature template on different device template, it can show the count here also. So right now you can see the device attached is 0. We are not yet attached any devices so far. And here also you can see the devices attached is still 0. And template status in SIG. So now we will see how to attach it to a vEdge. So in the right side you can see these 3 dots. Click there, and we can do attach devices. So I have like we already did for this one 20.20.1. I'm selecting that. These are the selected devices. I'm going to attach, and it is attaching now. Okay, so now you can see for this churches, this system IP, this host name, you can see there is nothing entered here. You have to click these three dots again, edit device template. So here we have to enter all the details based on our topology, and I'll show you the topology. So this is our topology, vEdge2, VPN 0 IP is 4040.1.2, and VPN 10 IP is 172.68.10.10.1. So now the first thing is like IPv4 address VPN 10 interface IPv4. So that is 172.168.10.1/24. 172.168.10.1/24. So I have updated the entries. So IPv4 address for VPN 10 is 172.168.10.1, and then VPN management VPN 512 IP address, VPN 0 nest hop IP address, that is this IP in internet router IP 40.40.1.1, and I have given VPN 0 interface IP, that is 40.40.1.2, then the host name, then we have system IP, and then the site ID. So now we will update this. So you can see it is fully updated. You can see the tick mark here. Now I'll give next. So it says configure action will be applied to one devices, attached to one devices. You can click that device. You can have a config preview. Okay, again we have some errors. Let me check that. Okay, so the error is simply saying I have not given the /30 here when I configure the IP address for VPN 0 interface. So other interfaces I given, only for VPN 0 I have not given. So I'm just going to update, and you can see it is giving tag and then giving next, selecting the device. Okay, now I think it is fully taken. I mean the particular device has taken our device template. This is the configuration which is going to be attached to your vEdge. You can see the VPN 10 is getting attached, and if there is any difference, it will show here. These are the differences. You can see the host name was vEdge, a default host name, and host name vEdge-2 is getting added, and the console baud rate is getting added. Whatever you see in green, these are the some configuration that is getting added using this template. Okay, so now I'm going to give configure the device. Okay, it's showing in progress. Let's see. Okay, now we can see the validation is success. Now you can see the progress. It's showing messages pushing configuration. Pre-checks on vManage if post continue with. Okay, now the configuration has been pushed to your vEdge. Now we will see in the vEdge CLI. You can see now when I type enter, the host name got changed from vEdge to vEdge-2. That is the host name, and show interface pipe tab. Also we can see the LAN interface is also got created, this one, and show control connections. We can see the control connection is up. So whatever configuration that we pushed from the device template is added. You can see that VPN 10 also here. So now just want to see who pushed this configuration. Show configuration commit list. You can see so far we are doing the CLI and system configs. So at this timestamp we can see the configuration is pushed from vManage using the netconf. So now as we can see that vManage successfully pushed the configuration in netconfig. We'll see whether we are receiving the routes from the other vEdge one, that you can check and show OMP routes. Okay, so you can see this IP is the LAN IP address of your vEdge one that we are getting now. So now in the dashboard, if you go, we can see two vEdge got onboarded, and all the control connection to that vEdge is up. And if you go to devices, and you can check, there are two vEdge activated and system IP CLI. And the one thing you can notice here, assigned a template for the second vEdge. You can see the template, and it is, this mode is a vManage mode. If you make any CLI changes and commit, it will not commit. And the first one we did via CLI, so it is showing in CLI mode. So now we will go to the device template, and we can see one device is attached to this device template, and we can see the device details also here. So with that, I will wrap up this video. So this video is all about how to configure a new device template and push it to a vEdge. In the next video, I'll show you how to push this device template to vEdge 1, and how to check the control connections between the vEdge, and how to check the control connection between the vEdges and the vSmart. Okay, thank you. Stay tuned for the next video.